My mentality is I always challenge myself to outdo the last thing that I've done. I wanted to be a good fashion designer known around the world, coming from the Philippines. I would have pen and a paper all the time. Before going to sleep, I would sketch whatever's in my head because I just wanted to be put into paper. The collection is about my recent trip to India. You know, as I enter the Bangalore Palace, I see different architectural aesthetics inside. It's actually mixed. It's not a palace wherein you see just golds and a neutral color. It's a mixture of Art Deco, eclectic, and different patterns mixed in together. Men wearing print on prints. Women wearing outrageous embroideries with Art Deco theme, peacock patterns, oriental patterns mixed together. My experience going inside that palace translates to my collection right now. When they said about that you'll be the next MetroIcon, at first I felt so old. Okay. But of course, I'm thrilled. My mind started to work again. You know, it never stops until I have that concept in my head.
This year, it's different. It's really more luxurious. It's greater than what he used to make, what he's done. And ambitious at a 100-piece collection. To be able to produce 100 pieces, it's hard work. When you see the collection this year, you'll say, oh my gosh, this is another chapter of Francis Libiran. It's different. It's a different show. It's a different look.
gosh, this is like a super fantastic show. I mean, Francis is such a genius. I can't believe that he has worked with so much creation and his artistry. Everything looked like a masterpiece, like a work of art. It was just so beautiful. Each piece just flowed. His creations are so wearable. When you come and see it, it's like a stunner.
You are a very brilliant designer and I know you can do this. Congratulations in advance on your show tonight and thank you so much for having me here.
Francis as a designer is very cosmopolitan. He's very modern to trying out a new look or to incorporate these beauty looks with his creations. In terms of makeup, you'll see the trends that you see internationally, you'll see on the runway tonight. Definitely you'll see complexion that is dewy and very lived in, because that's the trend now. When we were creating the makeup looks and the hairstyles for his creations, we were also thinking of the balance, how the looks would bring out the beauty of the dress, but still make the model look fabulous without stealing the attention from the dress or from the makeup. We all know that behind every fashion show, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of preparations and so much hard work.
Any show that leaves your audience breathless, that leaves your audience wanting for more, that means somehow you were able to do a good job in what you were entrusted to do, like directing a show. I want them to see the artistry of Francis. I hope they could see everything in closer, up much closer so that they can see it in full detail, because that's where God is in the details. We all know that. And in any dress, that's where it is as well.
I know it's late. I shouldn't call at this hour, but it's my fate. I need lips to devour. My nervous system is shut alright. I won't sleep unless you sleep with me tonight. Deep with me tonight. I know it's late. We've known each other a while. I can't wait to see your twisted smile. Kindred spirit.
Well, Francis Libiran as a designer is very organized, structured, and very modern and contemporary.
He knows how to manage his time, and he checks everything if every pieces are done correctly.
Very meticulous din siya pagdating sa details since I handle his menswear and I've seen his collection.
We've been doing the Icon show for a couple of years now, and we've had designers like Rajo and Oliver Tolentino. So I think a MetroIcon is someone who has made significant contribution in the Philippine fashion industry, and we believe that Francis is one of those designers. You know, being a fashion designer, you have to have a certain sense of proportion. You need to know how things are constructed. There's an architectural element to it. There's a certain attention to detail. There's a level of artistry that we can see in most of his designs, if not all. How the lines fall to how the beads are sewn together. And his sensibilities are unique.
Francis is a thinking person and a very intelligent thinking person. He knows the psychology of a woman, the psychology of a dress. In the way he draws his sketches, you would see the architect in Francis, and he's very, very detailed. He always emphasizes or accentuates the best parts of a woman's body or a man's body.
It's important that you see the proportions of his creations because everything is balanced. Well, of course, the details will be there, but you will always appreciate the wholeness of it, the balance.
In designing dresses, Francis thinks before he puts it on paper. And his thinking is something that a woman would say, wow, you really read my mind. You know, as his business partner and business manager for 15 years, we have always dreamt of being just in Metro. And then year after year, we would be invited. It was a happy moment, but I wasn't surprised when one day Metro magazine, the #1 fashion magazine in the world, said this year Francis Libiran is going to be Metro Wear Icon.
what makes Francis a great designer. Other than being a good artist, he can translate his art into his work. And then he is a good business manager. That's very important.
It's long overdue. He has been doing a lot of great things for the country, dressing up the best celebrities, dressing up international Hollywood stars, and also recently dressed up Megan Young, our very first Miss World. So he deserves to be a Filipino icon because he inspires a lot of Filipinos to be the best that they can be, and that is him.
I'm so lucky to have a good business partner, RC Baltazar, my creative group, my people who's been with me for the longest time, ever since I started. I owe it to them. My success right now is because of them. They've been with me through thick and thin, and whatever vision that I have for my company, they're always there to support me. And I'm very thankful for that one. You know what? All my hard work is always dedicated for them. You know, every time I meet a client, every time I do a certain project, it's always dedicated to my two boys. They're my family. My mom and dad and my brothers and sisters are basically in the States right now. So RC, my two, Miggy and Gabby, Jerry, are my family here in the Philippines. So every hard work that I do is dedicated to them.
We're just waiting. He's actually in Makati, Shangri-La, attending a wedding. We really sent him there. We forced him to go there, but he's on his way. So we'll just wait for the surprise.
How's everything so far, Francis?
Ito, kabado. Wala pang tulog. Kagagaling lang sa wedding ngayon, kaya BS. Pero okay na. Everything's good. Hello? Ay! Ay, ginagawa niyo dito? Ha?
Well, the original plan, yung sister ko, si Love, niyaya niya yung wife ko. Sabi niya, uuwi tayo. From there, doon nag-start yung planning na, uuwi tayo. I-surprise naman natin kasi palagi nga si Francis nagsusurprise sa amin eh. So, it was our turn to surprise him. Plus, you know, upcoming birthday niya. So, you know, that's where all it started.
Sabi ko, tayo na lang kaya umuwi. At least someone, di ba, representative sa family. So, I messaged RC. And then, sa RC parang excited, sige, I'll set up everything. So yun, but I told my parents. And my parents were like, sama kami. So yun, nag-open ng thought. And then, yung brother ko rin sumama.
Yung sister niya, they were talking, no? Sabi niya, sayang, sina mama at papa cannot come. Sabi niya, this is my biggest fashion show. So when I was talking with her to the phone too, sabi niya, nga eh, sayang daw, ganon. So I felt so guilty kasi I've never been with him dito sa ganitong situation. Sabi ko, if everything goes through smoothly, it's really God's will that we could be here.
Swinging in the backyard, pull up in your fast car, listening my name. Open up a beer, take it over here and play a video game. I'm in his favorite sundress, watching me get undressed, take our body downtown. I say you the best days, leaning for a big kiss, put his favorite perfume on, play a video game. It's you, it's all for you. Everything I do, I tell you all the time. Heaven is a place on earth with you. Tell me all the things
Francis, you've been a good person from the beginning up to now, and all these blessings are just coming your way.
Hi Francis, good luck to your show. I know you will enjoy, and we all love you so much.
I think it's fabulous that Francis is one of the first few to really come from the Philippines and to be featured. He has a personal relationship with each of us. Francis definitely understands what it is I need.
All the great people in the world, there's one trait that they have. It's humility. All of them. All of them. He doesn't believe that he has actually reached that place yet. And so that keeps him always humble.
He's been my friend for a long time, and nothing has changed because he doesn't really put it in his head. It's always in his heart.
Francis has touched a lot of people's lives. And so you would see that in the course of his career, he was really built for greatness.
I wanted to be a good fashion designer known around the world, coming from the Philippines. I guess in my success in making it, I wanted to be worldwide, but I wanted to bring the Philippines with me. I wanted the world to see that Philippines has good talents. And I carry the country's name every time I represent our country abroad. That's the legacy I wanted for the upcoming designers to remember.
What's next for Francis? As I said, Francis is really somebody who is a rare find. He's an artist who would like to explore the world. He is somebody who wants to share his talents to the whole world. And so, what's next for him is to conquer the world.
I'd really like to thank Francis Libiran for the great assistance and the close partnership with ABS-CBN, and really sort of looking forward and working in a long-term relationship.
So it makes me so proud that I'm still with him and I still am part of his life as he grows.
I really love the show. I like the fact that Francis used a lot of different types of designs on each dress.
Thank you sa lahat po ng tulong nyo sa akin, kung paano nyo po ako kinokorek. Thank you so much and congratulations. I love you.
Congratulations sa show. And yeah, thank you.
Congratulations, Sir Francis, and I hope you more success in the future.
So here's your show. Congratulations, and I'm sure that a lot of people will appreciate the hard work that you put into all these months.
Sir Francis, thank you po sa lahat. Kasi po, kung hindi dahil po sa inyo, baka po hindi po natupad yung mission.
Congratulations, Dad. We're so proud of you and we love you.